One Piece, 5 Reasons Why Luffy vs Katakuri is the best fight, and 5 Why it is Luffy vs Lucci. One Piece is a phenomenally written story that has it all, from incredible world building to flashy fights. Luffy's journey towards the goal of becoming the king of the pirates is certainly not an easy one, and he often runs into walls that require him to break through them, such as rob Lucci at an ice lobby. Number 10. Luffy vs Katakuri, Luffy's growth. Luffy's fights against both Katakuri and Lucci forced him to grow to keep those who sail under him safe. However, when compared with each other, it isn't hard to see that Luffy grew much more when he fought Katakuri than he did against Lucci. This is partially because Luffy is a genius when it comes to fighting, and improving his haki against Katakuri certainly made him much better than he was before. The other reason why Luffy grew so much during the fight is that as the fight continued, Katakuri started to relish it and wanted Luffy to get to his level, and maybe even surpass him. Number 9. Luffy vs Lucci, Determination. In both the fights, Luffy is determined to take down his foe or die trying, which is completely in character with how Oda wants Luffy to be. He fought both the fights to the best of his abilities. However, in his fight against Lucci, he was certainly more determined than usual. This is likely because it wasn't just his life that was on the line but that of Nico Robin as well. Luffy's determination directly stemmed from having to save Robin from her dark past, which is what pushed him beyond his limits to defeat Lucci. Number 8. Luffy vs Katakuri, Better Fighting. Speaking of fighting action, there is absolutely no denying the fact that Luffy vs Katakuri is phenomenally handled. In both the anime and the manga, the fight seems to be too good to be true, and it certainly surpassed every One Piece fight that we've witnessed to date. This holds more weight in the anime, where One Piece episode 870 turned out to be a marvel, thanks to the incredible effort of the staff from Toei Animation that worked on it. The fight will forever be etched in the hearts of the fans. Number 7. Luffy vs Lucci, Higher Stakes. Luffy's journey to an ice lobby is quite similar to the one he made to Whole Cake Island. Both the arcs saw him go after his crewmates to protect them from harm. However, an ice lobby saw Luffy take on the biggest threat head-on, while he simply wasn't ready to take on Big Mom and defeat her at Whole Cake Island. Regardless of how good the Whole Cake Island arc is, it must be noted that the Straw Hat Pirates engaged in an all-out battle against the CP9, while the same can't be said for the fight against the Big Mom Pirates. In a way, Luffy set the bar higher for the events of an ice lobby, making it one of the greatest arcs in entire shonen. Number 6. Luffy vs Katakuri, Respectful Rivalry. Luffy's fight against Katakuri wasn't just any battle between two pirates. Unlike his other fights, Luffy found a true rival in Charlotte Katakuri, someone who went as far as injuring himself because of the respect he had for Luffy. It was truly a magnificent fight that shaped the character of Katakuri and marked the beginning of a great rivalry. Both Luffy and Katakuri hold tremendous respect for each other, and that's another reason why this fight is a favorite of so many. Number 5. Luffy vs Lucci, Fight for Robin. Luffy vs Lucci saw the Straw Hat Pirates fight for not just their sake, but for the sake of Nico Robin, who turned out to be influential in the story moving forward. Thanks to Luffy's burning desire to save Robin from the government, he managed to gain another incredible crewmate. In fact, Robin's role in the crew is just as important as any other character's, and without her, it is impossible for Luffy to become the king of the pirates. It's safe to say that the fight against Lucci made sure that Luffy stays on the path to becoming the Pirate King. Number 4. Luffy vs Katakuri, Deeper Themes. Luffy vs Katakuri is much more than just a fight with an all-out brawl. In fact, we'd like to believe that it has little to do with who's stronger than whom, and more with the difference of ideologies that Oda wanted to paint with this fight, making it unique. Unlike the other fights, we saw Luffy get up hundreds of times after being knocked down, while Katakuri was the guy who never once fell on his back because of his insecurities and responsibilities. It painted the picture that it is okay to fall down and get up, and having imperfections is okay as long as one embraces them. Number 3. Luffy vs Lucci, Evil Villain. When it comes to villains who are truly evil, One Piece doesn't lack anything, and Lucci was another such antagonist who was willing to carry out every order that his superiors gave to him. Although to some that makes for a bland character, others prefer it being this way since it makes Luffy's victory over them all the more enjoyable. When it comes to Luffy vs Katakuri, fans found themselves struggling over who to support since Katakuri was completely different from a pure evil antagonist. Number 2. Luffy vs Katakuri, New Gear 4. Luffy's fight against Katakuri saw him enter a completely new Gear 4 state known as Snack Eman. Not only did this form become one of the fan favorites instantly, but it also made the fight much cooler and gave us insight on what Luffy was doing for 2 years at Ruscana. Luffy's fight against Rob Lucci saw him debut Gear 3, which while cool, isn't anywhere near as interesting as Snack Eman, or any other form of Gear 4 for that matter. Number 1. Luffy vs Lucci, Emotional Weight. Among the many great things about Luffy vs Lucci is the emotional weight that it carries. Nico Robin's willingness to finally accept the helping hand that Luffy and the Straw Hats extended to her is what becomes the driving force behind Luffy's victory over Lucci. Towards the end of the fight, it is pretty clear that Luffy admits defeat to Lucci, right until Usopp makes Luffy get back up and Robin's words power him up even further to the point where he pummels Lucci out of action.